Hi, teachers. Just want to give you an update on the Insights AI app that's in Clever, or maybe a recap. The top right hand corner, we added all different types of AI assistant models. So you have Anthropic, Google, which the School District of Philadelphia is using, and OpenAI. I'm going to quickly take a picture to show you how this can now read images, something that's only available for teachers and administrators. Students don't have access to this. I just took a picture of a recent presentation I'm working on. I'm going to ask it to describe what it sees, give it me details. And since I chose Google, I chose Gemini. That's much more detailed. The AI assistant is much more detailed. So it's going to give me a more detailed output. Sometimes it can take a couple more seconds, but sometimes it's worth that. So here you can see it describes um, the image in detail. Let me go ahead and take another picture of my same presentation. I'll use I'll use OpenAI this time. So I changed the AI assistant, and I'll just take a snapshot here. I'll drop in the image, ask it to describe it, and it will be much more brief since I chose OpenAI. This is great for reading student data, reading student work, um, things administrators give you a recap, something only teachers and administrators have, not students. This is our level up lesson planner. It runs on Bloom's taxonomy theory, higher order thinking. I'll drop in grade 10, which I teach. A book we're going to read this year is Fever 1793. I'm going to add some more details. It is based in Philadelphia, which is where our students are located. So I want it to be very personal to their experience, the setting, in which they live. It's a book about yellow fever, so you can imagine how that might, that pandemic might relate to their personal circumstances. I asked it to generate all 6 lessons, so all higher order from 1 to 6. And here it's generating those 6 lesson plans. It starts with a lesson overview, starts with lesson 1, remembering, lesson 2 is understanding, applying, so on and so forth. We put this in a template, which is just the backward design template. Here you have your cheat sheet. The lesson overview is always populated at the end after all of your lessons. So here it is. It shows you the state standards. We put PA in the template, so it gives us PA standards. If we put California, it would tell California. It also shows how you would relay this to students. Students will be able to type of thing. It gives that in quotes. So here's the template. We can put in our school template, our lesson plan template, if the school would like us to. It shows the performance task, and it also shows you how you might explicitly teach this in the classroom step by step. This is Gagne's theory. We just embedded that inside this, other template, the understanding by design template. So this is the next level, level 2 of higher order thinking. Gives you a whole different output, give you a whole different assessment. So you can see how you can use this to personalize your classroom instruction. If you do grouping, if you have certain classes that might be higher order thinking, maybe you want to challenge them to create something. Maybe you want to take it slow and start with a lower order thinking with recall or remembering. That would be more like filling in the blanks and multiple choice. Here you can see this is more higher order thinking and a whole other set of learning activities you can do in the classroom. Let me change it up. I'll put ninth grade. I'll make a science topic. You could also put the standard in the topic directly. I'm going to take out those details and let me just generate 1 lesson. I'll put something smack in the middle. Let's do applying. Let's ask it to generate. And you can see here it's thinking. It'll always give you the lesson overview at the end, and you can always copy all the lesson plans at once. Again, we can drop in the CHP schools lesson plan template for each of the schools. if we want to put directly on the school template, which whatever the school would like. So here you can see, yep, it gave me the performance task, asking to, apply in the assessment. And here is a starting place for where you can teach from. Teachers are really becoming evaluators in this scenario of lesson plans, and you will edit based on your professional opinion. All right. Here we can just organize our thoughts into folders. I'm not going to do that now, but you can. You can also share out your ideas in shared space for other teachers and students or your class to pick up. If you need any support, please feel free to reach out to me at any time or schedule one-on-one support with me. I'm a high school teacher, so I am pretty readily available. Don't hesitate to call me. This is my direct cell phone number. Email me at any of these 2 emails, and I will be ready to help if you want to bring AI into your classroom. Thanks so much, guys. Look forward to seeing you in a few weeks.